This week, we are using the arm in. Obviously, the one with the arm in is more powerful than the other one because there's less chances of them defending.
He throws people around. He picks them up and beats them with the earth. He's the most terrifying wrestler ever.
Radu is here, right? If he does everything right, he will be no gap here. So I can't put my hands underneath, right? If he's tired, very likely he will, he will be a bit more loose or whatever, so I can quickly slide my arms in and get all the way down to the gut. Sometimes can actually just go underneath, hoist them up a bit, and then you can get your hand underneath. Because that's another way of doing it. You can grab on the hip bones and literally just hoist them up in the air and then slide your arm underneath. That works very well as well. Right? Another way of doing it will be to fake that you are attacking the legs, make them react. They're very likely going to turn their hip one way or the other one. So for example, like if I come here, very likely Radu is going to turn his hip the other way because he doesn't want me to, or he's going to pull this knee up because he doesn't want me to lace his legs. And then because his hip is off the floor, I just need to rest my hand there and then I'm on the belly, all right? I'm on the gut range. Now, in order for me to secure the arm, this arm here, right? I need to push Radu forward. Radu is going to get himself very glued to the mat. So me pulling on this arm is not going to happen. All right? It will be no way of me bending this arm all the way down to his waist in order to collect. So I will get my hands underneath, right? So I'll get my hands underneath. I'll get this hand underneath. I will very likely put it really deep in. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to post up here to have a bit of a lever to push myself forward. The other hand, I'm going to use it as a post myself as well, right? So I can balance myself. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to very gently lift Radu's hips off the floor and I'm going to bump him forward so I can collect this arm. So I'm going to post my hand here. I'm going to post here as well. I'm going to lift Radu's hips up and I'm going to bump him up. And then I can collect. As you've seen, this leg, this leg sits up. This hand sits on the floor, right? This is underneath. I'll just lift these hips up. I just bump him forward. And then I can lock. So it's pretty basic, really. Not much there. So here, right, I'm deep. I'm deep on this hip. This leg is up here, right? This one I'm using it because I need to post on something, right? I'm not using it to pull or anything. I'm literally just posting on the floor so I don't end up on my, bumping my face to the back of his head. So I literally just do this. I'm going to post, I'm going to lift and push. And now I collect. After I collect his arm, it's up to you. You can do this. I normally do this because this is tighter. Why? You have long arms, you're very likely going to be able to go all the way, where you can double up your grip, depending how big your opponent's hips are, see what grip works. But you have to make sure you're tight, all right? No gaps. So I'm here. I have the gut range. So now what I need to do, I need to start driving Radu there. So I'm not going to go sideways. I'm going to go in an angle. So I'm going to go there. I'm not going here. I'm going there, right? And as I'm rolling him, I need to breach him. So I'm here, gut range. I'm coming in, right? I'm getting ready. Roll him here, and I'm breach. And I take him over that way, right? So one more time. Lock, right? I'm in. Hand on the floor, right? Bump him. Lift and bump. I have the arm now, right? So now I'm coming over, and when I'm ready, I'm going to go in an angle. So here, I'm coming in, and I breach him over. Why? So here, and I'm driving there. So I'm coming in, I'm coming here, and then I'm bridging. And I roll him away. Not sideways, away. Why? Everyone happy? Cool.